All right, everyone, welcome to the Super Saturday training. Tonight, I just want to say I am so excited. We are hitting massive, massive momentum, everybody. Now is the time to really, really push and go for everything that you ever wanted in your life. There are people in here right now who have never seen success in anything that they have done, and now they are seeing success, okay? All you have to do is focus on getting your three people, okay? If you want to hit the $60,000 bonus, there is a series of steps that you have to do, okay? The first thing is you have to hit founder, okay? Everything that you do is going to lead you up to thousands and thousands of dollars, but we go in steps. So first thing, you want to get your first person, because once you get your first person, you have proven to yourself, okay, that you can do it again, okay? So the first step is getting your first person. The next step is going founder, which is three personals. When I say personals, these are people that you have actually invited and they have gotten started. Personals that you have actually gotten started. Now, some of you may get people from the rotator, from your upline, etc. But I'm talking about three people that you actually brought in, because that's going to add to the fire. The way that we operate is once you have your first three people, okay, whether you brought them in or not, now you have three people that you are working with, okay? The main thing is duplication. The only way for you to duplicate is for you to actually plug in and know what you're doing. Because if you're not plugged in, then how can you help your three people? And if you can't help your three people, then they can't help their three people, because now they're not going to know what to do. And you have started an organization of confused people. And confused people do nothing, all right? That's the first thing. So once you get your first three, now you want to get the links of your three people in your organization, all right, and help them get their three. Show them what to do. Plug them in. Show them how to tag people in the thing. The cool part is that we all pretty much do the same thing, all right? If you're not doing the same thing that what we teach everybody to do, it's going to be hard for the leaders to really train you or tell you what to do, because you're doing your own method. So what we do is we add people to the Forex and Fun group. Okay, we invite people, okay, right, to the Forex and Fun group. We add them to that group, send them the links, or they can join themselves, and then we tag them in the pinned post, okay? Tag them in the pinned post that says welcome winners, whatever it says, right? And it has the videos in it that they can watch. We're also going to be starting weekly opportunity calls. So last night, if you were on the call, who was on the call last night? Type of one if you were on the call right now in the chat. Who was on that call last night? Let's see. Yeah, Rita was on there, Kanisha, Ann was on there, Megan was on there, Joe, Game Changer, Diane, Sus. Okay, a bunch of us were on there, right? That webinar was a test webinar to see, all right, if we're going to continue doing these webinars. That webinar converted people a lot. It converted a lot of people. Okay, some people were trying to get people for the longest time. They got people on their webinar and people were getting started. So we're going to do more of those. So something that I have to help you understand, because me being a struggling marketer in the past, I had to go through that. And if you are struggling right now, the reason that you are going through that is because of something that you don't know, or something that you do know that you're not aware of, okay? You see, when I was a struggling marketer, there were certain principles that I didn't know, okay? The first biggest thing that really, really changed my career was when I understood the difference between income producing activity and busy work, okay? Busy work and income producing activity. Income producing activities make you money, okay? This is not a job. This is not a regular job, okay? When you go to your job, you have guaranteed income. When you show up, you get paid, okay? When you're in a business, your own boss, the same thing multimillionaire CEOs go through, you get paid off production, okay? So if you are not producing, you won't get paid, okay? Now you can get help from the rotator, of course, but you do not want to rely on the rotator. You have to take charge of your business, okay? That is the mindset that you have. So like I said, I went to an event and it was an absolutely life-changing event. When we went to the event, they were talking about how this woman hit 7 figures in 7 months, okay? I knew I had to be in that webinar. I knew I had to come to that meeting by any means necessary. 7 figures in 7 months, and he was able to duplicate and do the same thing in 4 businesses. 4 businesses, okay, over like 10 years or something. The same thing. So when she does something, she does it the same way, okay? And she said 3 times she did 7 figures in 1 year, and then the last time she did 7 figures in 7 months. Of course, it's gonna, as you get better, you know, it's gonna be a shorter time frame. So I was in that meeting, and better believe I was taking notes, okay? And I wanted, my main reason why I came there, okay, because I know the principle, the law of following a strategy. I know the principle of being able to figure out, okay, or get trained on what a person is doing to reach success and do what they are doing. I respect that principle because it has never failed me. And this is why some people fail, because they do not follow the strategy. They pick and choose what they want to do. So my main thing, okay, because when I went to that event, I had already made multiple 6 figures and I was ready to go to 7 figures per year, okay? The main thing that I wanted to know, what was their income producing activities, because I know about income producing activities, and I know, and I track my business. If you're not tracking what you're doing on a daily basis, that is a huge problem. So I began to track everything that I did on a daily basis when I was doing multiple 6 figures, you know what I mean? And I knew what I was doing. So I was like, okay, what am I missing? Because if you're not at where you want to be, there are a few things that you don't know. If you knew how to make 6 figures, you would have 6 figures. If you knew how to make 7 figures, you would have it. When I say know, that means you know and you do. Most people know things that they do not do. Most people read books. They say they read the book, but they did not apply the book consistently. So when my main thing that I wanted to know, I really wanted to know what was her way of thinking. What was her perspective? Because when you change the perspective, you change the outcome. I want to know, how did they think? What did they think of this situation? The other thing that I wanted to know, what was their definition of income producing activities? That was my main goal. My main goal, I wanted to know, what was those income producing activities? The other thing I wanted to know was, what was their numbers, okay? What was their numbers? Because it's a law called the law of averages and the law of large numbers, okay? When I was a struggling marketer, I disrespected the law of large numbers, and I did not understand this principle. I thought that talking to 10 people was a lot of people. I thought 20 people was a lot of people. I thought 30 people was a lot of people, right? And I just didn't know the numbers, okay? So when I went there, okay, let me tell you what was their 3 main income producing activities, okay? When I found these out, okay, I was like, oh, okay, because it was some stuff that I was missing, y'all. It was some stuff that I missed, and I understood why people was making 6 figures versus people making 7 figures versus people making 5 figures, 4 figures, and 0, okay? So let me tell you what their income producing activities, and this is why I wanted to run a test webinar last night, and it was absolutely proven. Okay, so let me pull this up. Like, I take notes on everything, and you should too. All right, so one of the main means of production, of producing, okay, the main things that they said was the income producing activities, okay, were opportunity calls, okay, write that down. Opportunity calls, okay, y'all got it? Okay. You got to pay attention to what's creating the production, okay? And opportunity calls, when done right, will pay you a lot of money, okay? You need something that people, brand new people, could come in and plug somebody into. The other thing that we have already is we have a Facebook group where you can add people to and tag them, and where the whole team can share results, all that good stuff. We have that, okay? And that was something that I had already had, so we got that down. Okay, the opportunity calls and the prospect group. If does anybody know where the prospect group is? Anybody not know where the prospect group is? The Forex Fund Cash group. Okay, everybody know what that is. I'm gonna share my screen. I'll show you because I had somebody who was in for about a month. They didn't even know that group existed, and that means that I don't know what they was doing. That means that they was doing their own strategy, and they was not getting results at all. They was not getting results. Okay, so let me share my screen. This is the group. Let me show you. Share. When you join, you got a welcome message and it had all the groups. It's your responsibility to plug into those groups, okay? So this is the Forex Cash and Fund. This is called a prospect group, okay? This is a funnel for people. It has videos that explain what exactly we do, okay? Your goal is to get exposures. Your goal is to get exposures. You see these videos, it has testimonials, presentations. People join you when they understand, okay, when they understand what it is that you do, right? So you see this right here, you see these people, they send people this link, and then you see how Kay just did that? Watch these 3 videos right here. Somebody said they already in. It's 400 comments. It should be more comments. We now have over 400 people on the team. It should be way more people commenting on here. I like Marie's thing that she said. Please watch the short videos in this post and message me when you're finished so we can talk further. You can also look around and see all of the exciting things that are happening, including your vacation given away. Look at this. This is tagging him because you see how this is blue. If you tag somebody and you don't see their name, that means they're not in the group and they can't even see the tag. When you tag, this is called tagging. Tagging is when you type in, where is it? You comment their name. Let me use somebody. I'm just using Marie. See, I'm tagging her. I just typed her name. This is called tagging. When you tag somebody and you type something, it's gonna pop up in their notifications. Okay, that's what you want to happen. Okay, you see all these people tagging people. These people are getting signups. Okay, because they tagging people. Not just one person, not just 2 people. They're inviting people to this group, right? They're inviting people to the group. So number one, if anybody on your team is struggling and they are not tagging people here, then you know what's wrong. You know exactly what's wrong, okay? That's the main thing. I want everybody to know that, and you want to make sure that your team knows that. If they are not doing the bare minimum, it is absolutely no way that we can help them. Because that is just, I mean, if they don't do that part, then they're not going to do the next part. Okay, I want to make that very, very clear to you that you need to tell your team to do that. And if they don't do that, then you understand that you want to work with people who will follow directions. You cannot work with a person who don't follow directions because they're not gonna listen to you, right? So everybody know where that group is. Okay, just type a yes if you got it so far. What I'm talking about. Okay, everybody just type a yes if you got it. I want to make sure because some people, when some people just don't listen and go in one ear and out the other. Okay, so now we got that down. So inviting people to the group and tagging them into that post is an income producing activity. Opportunity calls is an income producing activity. If you are a leader, okay, you're a leader, eventually you want to do opportunity calls. Eventually, what I want to do is duplicate myself, okay? And what you want to do is duplicate yourself. So you see how I'm doing opportunity calls? You see how I'm doing trainings for the entire team? Eventually, as you learn, as you get more skilled, and you come and you show up to the meetings, you're gonna be, you're basically training. When you come to a meeting, okay, when you come to an opportunity call, you come by yourself, you're coming to learn. You're not just coming to sit there and whatever. You come to take notes. You come to learn. Eventually, the more you come to, it will be processed in your reticular activating system, and you will catch on so that you can do it yourself. You want to learn so you can do it yourself. You want to learn it so you can teach it to your team, okay? And so opportunity calls. When you show up by yourself, you come to learn. When you show up with people, you come to earn, okay? When you show up with people, you come to earn. When you show up by yourself, you come to learn. Does that make sense? Okay? Does that make sense? That's an income producing activities. So I'm listening, I'm at this event. At that point in time, I did not have an opportunity call in place. You see, your company pays you on production. it's not the company job really to do anything. The company's job is really just to pay you and make sure you have a product to give to people. Okay? If your company does not have opportunity calls in place, you create one. And this is what I was processing in my head. These are some of the things that I've been, putting off, didn't want to do. Okay? So opportunity calls. Now we were about to start these opportunity calls, just like the one I did last night, me and my husband. We're going to do more of those so you can plug people to the group and you can plug them to an opportunity call. Okay? So that gives a brand new person to edify. If you are brand new, my goal when I have a new person, I don't want them to be saying nothing, explaining nothing. It's not your job to explain. You are not a salesperson. You do not have to be a salesperson. And that's what people mess up. You do not have to convince people. Your goal is simply to point people to the direction. Invite people. When you invite people, you're simply saying, hey, I locked arms, with 7-figure earners, 6-figure earners, right? And they are actually teaching people a skill and teaching them everything that they did to reach success, okay? There's a group that I can add you to, and they said that I can invite a few more people so they can help. They're ready to help 5,000 families make an extra 6 or 7 figures, all right? And I can invite one of them. Do you want me to add you to a group? The video is only a few minutes long, and you can watch it. That's all. Or you saying, hey, hey, I can show you a way to get your rent paid, get your bills paid, okay? It's a short video. It may or may not be for you, but it's a group where they're showing people the way. Do you want me to add you to it? That's what you should be doing. That is what you should be doing, okay? Inviting, okay? So, done consistently over time, okay, you will win. So the other thing is launch calls. That's income producing activities, okay? And then one of the ones that she said that I don't do these, okay? So I'm gonna start after we get the other stuff in place is meetings, offline meetings, home meetings. I never wanted to do home meetings, to be honest. I did not want to do no home meetings. That's why I mastered Facebook and YouTube, because I wanted to do online because I didn't feel like getting out of my house. But me saying that I want to do what it takes, I want to start doing meetings. Okay, I'll probably rent an office or something, go on tour with some of the leaders. The leaders are doing tours right now, so I'm going to start going to those, but I'm going to get this other stuff in place first. I'm just showing you my plan because this is just the beginning. We just getting started, right? The other thing is a retention tool. Hope y'all writing this stuff down. These are the income producing activities of multimillionaires, okay, in our field. We are in the same field, and this is stuff that from a person who did not even finish 9th grade, y'all. Okay? When I went to the event, the person was telling us they did not finish 9th grade. They did not even know how to put a few sentences together. So if you're listening to me and you're saying, oh, well, I can't do that, or whatever the case may be, this person had no skills. This person was broke, busted, disgusted, right? So there's nobody on here who can say that they can't do any of this stuff. Right now, you may be like, okay, I don't have these skills right now, but that doesn't stop you from getting the skills. So the other thing, the other income producing activity is a retention tool. When I heard this, I was like, oh, because when you're building a team, your teams, each one of y'all, okay, especially leaders, people aspiring leaders, your team is going to grow absolutely huge, okay? If you follow the steps, if you follow the plan. And you are going to need a retention tool, okay? So this was the retention tool, okay? This was the retention tool that they gave. It was basically personal development calls, okay? Like, the calls that you get on, this like motivational calls, personal development, they talking about books they read, giving people advice. My life changed when I was getting on these calls at 6 o'clock in the morning when I was struggling. It was an affirmation call. My friend introduced me to this call. They was like, well, you should get on this call. It's a really nice call. It's going to help you, motivate you and stuff like that. I said, okay. I got on the call, and I realized when I got off that call, I felt different. And this is why, if you know by now, if you went through any of my training, everybody on my team who I bring in, they are on affirmations. Everybody who I have helped reach 6 figures, they are on the affirmations. And it's a list of affirmations in the paid group. Okay, the paid members to their elites group. That group alone is worth over $20,000. And people do not go through it. Not everybody. I'm just saying, you have to go through the information. You have to teach your team what to do. You have to teach your team the basic stuff that you think is basic. What you think is common sense, you have to tell your team. Like, you have to tell your team they have to be on the training. You have to tell your team they need to show up to a live trading session. You have to tell your team to add people to the group. What you think is common sense is not common sense. Okay? 97% of people struggle online. It's because we don't have a boss. We're our own boss. So we can say, oh, I don't want to show up. Okay? If you have the book, what is it called? Building a Big Team by Brian Foster. He shows the exact multi-million-dollar system. He has not missed any trainings, and he's a multi-millionaire. He don't miss no trainings, right? I understand we got work and stuff like that, but at the same time, so what are the main income-producing activities that I just said? Who was paying attention? I want somebody to type, what was the main income-producing activities that I just said? Okay, main income-producing activities, and they straight up said, just posting on your wall was not in her list. I was waiting for her to say it. It was not on the list. Now, we do have to post, of course, to get inquiries or whatever, but inviting, following up with people, okay, inviting them to the group, inviting them to the opportunity call, doing opportunity calls. I know some of y'all like, oh, no, right? But those were her main activities. So let's see what you got. Karma said invite to funnel. David said opportunity call. Hold on, let's see. Lisa said invitations, right? Opportunity calls, meetings, and retention tools. What are the retention tools, y'all? Following up is one of them as well. Okay. Yep, affirmation calls. We need to do those. We're gonna start those too. Because guess what? I'm being coachable too. So we're gonna get our calls too. Erin is making a flyer this weekend. And we're gonna do affirmation calls. You can invite anybody on those calls. It's gonna be for the team members and anybody who wanna get motivated. And some people will literally sign up just from being on the affirmation calls. I've seen that happen, okay? So Diane Robinson, opportunity calls. When I say opportunity calls, I mean, you're doing opportunity calls, okay? We came, it was a bunch of leaders who came to that meeting, and they was telling us we have to do opportunity calls. I was like, oh my gosh. Now, if you can plug into one, that's fine. But down the line, you as a leader, you want to start doing your own. Okay. Once you start building a team, you're gonna be doing your team trainings as well. It's people on here on the team. They do calls with their team. They do team trainings and they do opportunity calls. I know Shauna Lisa, she did a opportunity call this week. She had her team invite people to it, and it was about 40 people on that call. She had a quick meeting, had everybody invited. It was 40 people on the call. That's good. It's not a surprise that she's like 14 people away from Bishop. That's not a surprise. She just did a live today. That's not a surprise. I'm not surprised. When I see people hit Bishop Noble, I don't be surprised because I can see in the action. Okay, so y'all got that down. Yep, and Facebook group tagging people. I want y'all to understand that. Now, there are people in here who say they don't know nobody. I had somebody from Nigeria. He said, well, Nigerians, they're skeptical and this and that. I said, why are you singling out Nigerians? Why do you all only want to talk to Nigerians when there's 5 billion people on Facebook? Okay. Do y'all realize it's over 5 billion people on Facebook and over 2 million are active every day, right? Do you realize that some of y'all got 500 friends, 1,000 friends? You can invite them. Your goal is to become to the point where it's a habit for you, okay? To be able to do the things that you have to do. The way that you rank up fast is you have to move fast. If you move slow, then you are going to get slower results. Do you think who do you think is going to rank up faster? The person who tags nobody the person who adds absolutely nobody to the group and tags nobody, they have no comments with nobody's tag on in the Facebook group, or the person who's literally tagging 5-10 people a day. Type in the chat, who do you think is going to get the better results? Let me know. Now, who do you think is going to get the better results? The person tagging 5-10 people a day, or the person who is tagging like 20 people a day? Isn't that, it sounds like common sense, but it's not so common. Some people think they doing stuff, but they doing busy work. Busy work will not get you paid. I'm just gonna let you know that. After being in the struggling market for 2.5 years, I used to do busy work all the time. I would post ads, and if nobody responded, I didn't talk to nobody, and I'm like, man, I just spent an hour or two posting ads. But nobody saw the information. You did not do your job. If you had a job and they told you, hey, you're gonna come in, I'm gonna pay you $10 an hour, and I need you all day just to add and tag people to this group and invite people to this group from my page, right? And then you posted an ad, nobody responded, and then they came back and they said, how many people did you add and tag to the group and invite people to the webinar? How many? You said, I didn't tag nobody, but you know, I did post some ads, but you know, nobody responded. What are they gonna tell you? They're gonna be like, well, I mean, I just paid you $10 an hour, and you didn't tag nobody, right? And then the next day they say, okay, well, we'll see how it is tomorrow. You knew, you didn't know. Okay, let's see. All right. And then the next day, you there for 2 hours. All right, they ready to pay you your $20, and they come and then you post an ads for over 2 hours. You adding people. You making new friends and stuff like that, and nobody, again, second day, nobody is tagged. And so your boss come in and they like, okay, what have you done? You say, well, I posted some ads, okay, I added a bunch of friends, which is good. These are called B activities. You do need to do that because you always need people to talk to. But you say, I posted ads, I made some new friends, I did invite a few people. Okay, but how many people is actually in the group that you invited? How many people was tagged in the pinned post? And you say, well, nobody, but I did I invited 10 people. Okay, nobody joined the group, and I couldn't tag them. And then they gonna look at you like, okay, something is going on. I'm gonna give you a third shot. Next day they come through. Okay, the next day you come to your job, you're like, okay, I got to get this right. All right, so you do the same thing you do the same thing you've been doing in the past. Okay, you just like, okay, well, I don't know anybody. Well, what do I do? Right? But you got 1,000 friends. The person gave you the account. They got 1,000 friends on there, right? And you message about 20 of them. Now you're like, okay, I gotta get somebody in here. 20 people. Right, and now that day you get to tag 2 people in the group. They looked at the information, and he comes back and he's like, okay, well, how many today? Well, I did 1. Okay, so the whole week you did 3. Who says that you're gonna get fired? Who thinks you about to get fired? Let me know. Let me know. Will you get fired or not? Okay. Exactly. Fired. Rita said, you're fired. Rita said, bye. Right. It's the same thing, but the only thing is you don't have a boss, and you're not getting paid that $10 an hour. You see, in this type of business, you get delayed results. Okay. So you do it, you do the work, you have to do it, right? And then you get paid later. And as you go, you get better and better. No, you never went to no job and you was just an absolute beast at your job automatically, right? You came to the job over 30 days, 6 days, you practice. Eventually, you was doing it like the back of your hand. It's the same thing. So you got to be going through the training. You got to be raising your skills. You got to be showing up, okay? And another thing that we've been doing, we've been tag teaming. We have been tag teaming. This is really, really good. So we have people, Sherry said, I'm talking to someone right now under Sarah. Hey, so awesome. So we have where you can tag team people. You can get with somebody, you can get with your upline and say, hey, look, I'm gonna add you to the group. I'm gonna add people to the group. I'm gonna tag them. Then I'm gonna add you to a chat with them. okay? And then now it's 2 people in that chat against 1. And I don't want to say it like that, but it is what it is. 2 is better than 1. 3 is even better than 2. So add people to the group, tag people, and add them to a chat with somebody who can close. And then they watch the video, somebody goes in there, talks to them, and closes them, okay? Today, even Joseph, who's under Marie brought in Joseph. Actually, this is outside of Marie to add it and tag Joseph in the group, okay? Boom. She put me to it in a chat with him. She said, hey, can I add you to the chat? It's this guy. I want you to talk to him. Blah, blah, blah. Boom. She did it right. Now he saw the information. By the time I'm in the chat, all I got to do is say, hey, where you from? How are you? How's your day? Did you get a chance to look at the information? They're going to say yes or no. If they say no, I say, do me a favor, go look at the information. We're working with 7-figure earners. We're going to help 5,000 families reach 6 and 7 figures, and you could be one of them, okay? Today is the last day for you to get $100 in crypto, blah, 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 right? Make sure you watch those videos. Boom. They're going to come back and say, okay, I watched the video. Now, all right, what did you like best? What did you like best about what you saw? Okay, they're gonna say, well, I like this part, that part. Whatever that part that they say, if they say I like the trading, that's my favorite part too. If they like the business, that's my favorite part too. They say both, I'm doing both too. That's how you are. Great. Okay. Like I said before, we probably got about 2 spots left to put, to get you this $100 in crypto, this free vacation. All right. We got students as young as blah, 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 earning blah, 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 right? And do you want to take that spot? Do you want to get started today? Boom, the close. I just followed up, close, did invite, follow up, the close, and boom, they got somebody to close for them. Okay, so like I said, he added me to a chat with Joseph like a few days ago. I talked to him. We both talked to him. He got closed. Boom. He saw that method worked. Okay, and then Marie told him to go add and tag people in the group. Okay, he didn't know how to do it at first. Didn't know how to tag. Okay, that's okay. And then I guess he learned how to do it real quick. If you don't know something, you can just go on YouTube. How to tag people on Facebook. How to add people to a group. How to add. You can go on YouTube and find silly stuff like that out, y'all. Hope y'all know. Do y'all know that YouTube has everything on it? Basic stuff like that, you can go on YouTube. Anyway, he learned how to do it. Before he did, he added her to a chat with Marie, and Marie added me to the chat. Okay, or vice versa. Anyway, it was 3 of us in that chat. So we triple teaming. If you won't hear Nikki, welcome to the team. But I'm just telling you, that's our strategy so you know it works. So anyway, he added her to the chat, okay? And then she asked questions. I was asleep at the time. That's why it's perfect. We got a team. We doing this together. He asked a question. Marie was straight up. She was like, because the lady was like, I got some questions. She said, did you watch the video? The lady said, no, I want to understand how it works. Marie was straight up with it. She said, go ahead. Watch the video. It's going to be hard for us to ask questions, answer your questions if you haven't watched the information. It's going to be hard for you to understand if you didn't watch the information. You see how she did not just go ahead and start explaining everything? I don't explain a whole bunch of stuff. People start asking me questions. I'm like, did you watch the videos? Do me a favor, go watch the video. You have to learn how to do that. I never explain nothing, and I'm dang sure not about to be explaining everything if I made the video myself, which that is me explaining the video. As you see, I make a lot of videos so that I don't have to keep on explaining. You need to free up your time so you can move and do the main thing. Keep the main thing, okay? So anyway, so she watched the video. She said, okay, great, I watched it. What did you like best? She said, I like the trading side of it. Seems cool. I said, have you done Forex in the past? She said, yeah, I did stocks. So blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I said, would you like to get started today and take the last couple spots for the crypto, blah, blah, blah. He said yes, and now she's signing up right now. Or she probably on this webinar right now, I don't know, but she's getting signed up. Boom, done. You see what I'm doing? So now we got everybody doing exposures. Everybody has a simple method to do, okay? Just invite, add people to the group, right? Tag them in a pin post, get them in a 3-way chat with somebody if you need backup. If you really struggle at closing, you need to get some backup, okay? Whoever invited you, ask them, can you add them to the chat? If they're not good, they can add they upline to the chat. Okay, boom. That's how you do it. This is how people are getting results, okay? And then we had the webinar. Now it's really about to turn up because we got the webinars going. We about to do those consistently, and that's how you do it. So let's see. You want your two. Herman said you can look up Genial Suicide. That's true. Yep. Nikki, there she go. Hey, matter of fact, I'm about to Nikki, get on here, girl. So unmute you know how to unmute yourself, Nikki? She's right here. I'm telling you this, Nikki, now you know the strategy that we use. It's simple. Everybody just gets 3. We all do the same thing. So while you learning a trade, you can hurry up and get your 3 people. And I'm going to show you where the invite scripts are, okay? And the training is, since you are new, and we got other new people, I'm going to show you right now. This is our paid members group right here. Paid members, Tradera Elites group. Right here, you got to get approved, share. That's what I need to do. Nikki is right in here. She just signed up, following exactly what I'm telling y'all. Look, I can't make this up. It's just a matter of the numbers. And I'm gonna show you a video on the law of averages, because some people do not understand. If you don't understand the law of averages, you're gonna have a really hard time. Okay, let me find that video, law of averages, and I'm gonna show you where this group is, Nikki, so I can show you the invites. You should be edifying, okay? People like to hear results, okay? People like to hear results. So when you tell somebody, we working with somebody who's made 7 figures, 6 figures, whatever it is at the moment, people on Marie team, they can say, I'm working with somebody who just got a $24,000 month. Marie is like 2 people away from Bishop, y'all, matter of fact. So we can congratulate her in advance. Yeah, and then you're working with somebody like that, and they're ready to show, you know, 10 more people how to get a $24,000 like they did in 12 days, okay, in their first 30 days or whatever the case, first 60 days, however you want to say it. Do you want to take a look? You need to learn how to edify and get stories, collect stories, facts tell, stories tell. So paid members, this is a paid group. So Nikki, you want to get in this group. You want to go over this. It may take you a day to actually go through all this because it's long, because this is the full blueprint to make $100,000 a month. So that's why it's long and you have to go through it, okay? You can see your progress. So we got the files right here. So as far as inviting, I told y'all the income producing activities. This is, if you're new, you need to watch day 1 and day 2 big boot camp. We're doing an 8-week extensive boot camp, okay? So you want to watch these. These are the affirmations I told you about. This is how to turn strangers into leads. We got leads on this live webinar. So people who come in and they tell me they don't know anybody, that's impossible, because I show you how to turn strangers into leads. I built my whole business on people who I didn't know at first, okay? So nobody, I've been through every situation at this point. How to follow up, okay? Where is it? Okay, how to get 5 people per week. What to say, this tell you what to say. These are the books that you want to get. Here's a video that goes with it. Here's the getting started manual. So these are power phrases or invite phrases that you can use to get people on the webinar. If I can show you a product that has the potential to make you a millionaire over the next 2 years, would you watch a short video? How many people a day can you ask that? Remember, are you gonna get fired or you are not gonna get fired? So this is some trainings that you can go through. I'm not saying you're gonna get through it in your first 30 days, but if you want to hit those numbers, then you have to develop yourself. If you don't have these skills, you have to practice these. If you want to get good at closing sales, you have to practice closing sales. If you want to get good at talking to people, you got to practice talking to people the way that you were coached to, not your old way. If you talking to people, nobody's signing up with you, you need to go back to the training and say, am I making my own way up? Try my way first. Do exactly it my way first, and then once you get good, tweak it if you want to. But if it's working, keep doing it. That's how it is. Most people, they try to say all type of stuff. I don't know what some people be saying to people, but at the end of the day, try it the way that's being taught to you first. Okay? I hope y'all saw my screen when I was showing it. I hope so. Right. So there's 4 types of people who join your business. And while I'm telling you about this, you want to identify which one you are, okay? And when I teach you something, you want to learn it so that you can actually teach it to your new people, okay? So that's what really changed it for me. I started learning stuff to the point where I could teach it to other people instead of learning it just for me to know it. Some people just read books and learn stuff just to say that they know it. right? And really knowing is doing. Wisdom is applied knowledge. Knowledge is just knowledge. They say power is in knowledge, but really it's an applied knowledge, which is wisdom. You want to get three things. You want to get knowledge, okay, the information, okay, that you need to be successful. You want to get the understanding where you can comprehend it to the point where you can teach somebody else. You truly understand it and why. And then you want to get wisdom, which is the king, the queen of it, okay? Wisdom is applying on a consistent basis what you have learned, okay? So there's four type of people who join your business, okay? A hawker is the first one. A hawker is a person who looks for their prey. They look for bosses. They look for people of influence. Okay, they watch them. They become friends with these people. Okay, they strive to put these people in their business. Influencers. Okay, preachers, people who know a lot of people. Most people, they are scared to talk to people who are at a higher status than them. Okay, and in reality, in this type of business, those are the people who are going to basically change your life. Okay, so you want to strive to really be a hawker where you get confident enough where you talking to a lot of bosses. Okay, influencers, people online who are having success in businesses, stuff, people like that. That's a hawker. These people actually go out and look for these type of people. They look for bosses. Okay, now the other type of person is a talker. A talker. Okay, these people have all the ideas. They say, yeah, I'm about to make $1 million, right? And then they don't show up. Sometimes, most of the time, they don't show up, but they tell you that, yeah, I'm being the next millionaire, da da da. They just talk. They got all the ideas, yada yada yada, right? These are talkers. Okay, talkers. You gotta to understand this is the type of person that will join your business. Okay, and you never ever shut a talker down. You never ever be like, yeah, right, you're not gonna do nothing, blah blah blah. Do never kill the spirit of anybody, because you never know. I've seen talkers blow up, okay? But most of the talkers that I know, they just talk, but they don't really have the actions to back it up. Okay, that's the type of person. The other person is the stalker. The stalker, okay? The stalker is the person who finds 2 people, 3 people, maybe 10 people over a week or over 30 days, and they keep on trying to recruit these same 2, 3, 5, 10 people, these same people, and then they stalking these people, talk to these same people, trying to get them in, right? Who are not even an influencer, not even somebody who can't even do anything really. And even if they did bring them into business, the person wasn't gonna do nothing anyway, right? You see what I mean? That's a stalker. And my husband used to be a stalker when he was first trying to do online, and I had to catch him. I seen him talk to the same people. I'm like, why you keep trying to deal with these same people? You're still trying to work with these same people, and it's all these other bosses around. That's the person you don't want to be. You don't want to be talking to these same people over every day, unless they a boss. Then now that's a hawker. When you talk to bosses, okay. Other thing, walkers. That's a 4th type, is walkers. These people, okay, these people, they sign up and they walk right out. Okay, they don't show up to nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't even learn to trade. Don't study. They don't do nothing. They just sign up and then walk out. Walker, that's called a walker. Okay, they literally sign up and then they disappear off the face of the earth. You don't see them nowhere. They didn't disappear from the chat. They didn't disappear from the group. You don't know where they went. I'm just telling you these type of people, because if you don't understand that it is what it is, don't try to understand, or don't try to be like, why did they just sign up and then do not sign up for that class, honey. Please don't. You're going to get your feelings hurt. I used to sign up for that class. I used to have my feelings hurt and be like, oh my gosh, I want to help this person, blah, 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 blah. Don't even do it to yourself, because then you're going to start thinking it's you. Then you're going to start thinking that you're going to start blaming yourself. Now, some people, they don't help nobody. They just sign people up, don't help them get set up. That's a difference. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. But some people, they just You know, they've been doing that all their life. They sign up for stuff and then they quit. Okay, it is what it is. Don't you let them go in a good way. Just say, great, okay, I'm glad you were able to work with me. I wish you the best. That's what I tell people when they quit or they whatever the case. I say, do you want to sign up? Do you really want to do this? If they say no, I say, okay, great. I wish you the best of luck. I'm not tripping, right? And then you got the recruiters. You got the recruiters, the people who just recruit, right? They just recruit people, and then but they don't build people. You want to be a builder. You want to be a leader. Okay, a builder and a leader, those are the people who get the big checks. Okay, I used to be a struggling marketer, then I became a recruiter. I didn't have leadership skills. I didn't know how to train people. I really didn't. I learned so much stuff that I was doing stuff out of habit, so I didn't really know how to train people. So I'm like, well, I do this. I was having a hard time. I didn't understand my mindset was different. That was a big part. I didn't understand that my mindset was different from people. So I was trying to teach people strategies, and then I wasn't teaching them how to change their mind, how I changed my mind. And you were running into that too. So I became a recruiter, and I was bringing these people in, but I couldn't lead them properly because I didn't know how. I didn't know how to teach right. I didn't know I needed to teach them this. I was just be like, how do they don't know this? But I had to have compassion and understand what I went through, okay? So you want to be a builder. This person brings people in, but they also build them up. They plug them in. They give them ideas. They give them what they're doing for the day. They tell them, hey, I'm posting this. You should post this. I know Marie does a really good job that she gives her team posts to post. She do a lot for her team. She has their links. She trains them. She shows them, like, she get a motivation. That's how you have to be. If you really want to build a big business, okay, I'm just telling you the truth. I want to be truthful to you because I don't want you to, if you don't make money, I don't want you to be unaware of why you didn't, okay? I want you to know exactly why. And I want to be truthful, and I don't want to be one of these people who sign people up and get them a fake story and tell them, oh, you ain't got to do nothing, girl. You don't got to do nothing. You don't got to do nothing, sir, right? You just sign up and you don't do nothing. I don't want to be that person. I want to do this with integrity. I want to show people what to do. I want to help people set goals. And if they want to get those goals, they can achieve it by doing what they need to do. Okay? But if they get the strategy and they don't want to do it, then I have done my job. I have done what I have set on this world to do. I came to have an impact. Okay? And if people don't want to accept that, that's just not part of my story, and I can't do nothing about it, and I'm not going to get sad over it anymore because so many people, amazing people, I promise you, there's people out there who waiting for you to tell them about this, okay? One of the people who was on the webinar, Guy Coates, I worked with him in the past. He messaged me, and he said, why you didn't tell me about this when I first joined? It's people out there who are literally in their head like, they don't know about it, and they just praying for God to help them and send them somebody. But the people who are closed-minded are blocking you from those people because you're not willing to go through the law of averages. Now, I'm about to show you the law of averages real quick so that you can understand this. Every new person has to understand this, okay? This is so important, okay? I'm going to, hold on, let me show you this video real quick. Some of you saw this video, some of you have not saw this video. It's the law of averages. Hopefully, is this it? Yep, this is it right here. 1.4 million views. Share.
The real gold rush is just beginning. Don't wait until the next crisis. Get started securing your financial future today.
Let me know
right
if y'all
now,
can hear this,
it's
please.
easy to get started. Call and request your copy of the complete guide to buying gold. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
One of the first real jobs that I ever had was doing door-to-door sales. The pay was strictly commission, so it was entirely possible to spend 60 hours working in a week just to make a grand total of nothing, not a dime. Now, luckily for me, the training that they provided was rather exceptional, and one particular concept has continued to stay with me till this very day. A concept so powerful that it has brought me massive success in all areas of my life. The law of averages. Now, to understand this law and what it has to do with you, let me paint a picture of what exactly my job entitled. I sold telecommunication services. Think TV, internet, and home phone. I would spend the majority of my day knocking on doors looking for potential buyers. There were three categories of people that I would meet throughout the day. The first was the most common. They were the hard-nosed customers. They loved their current provider. They had no issues with them, and they did not want to hear your pitch. They were the same ones to chase you off their porch with their surprisingly large collection of pit bulls. True story, by the way. Now, only the best of the best salesmen could get them to buy, and even then, the rate of success would be extremely low. These guys made up about 80% of all consumers. Next up were the medium difficulty consumer. They were much less common than the hard consumers, and they made up about 10% of the consumer base. They were indifferent about their provider. They didn't love them. At the same time, they didn't really hate them either. There would always be one or two things that they wish could be improved upon, but for the most part, they weren't really looking to buy. However, they were willing to listen. The best of salesmen could close a decent amount of these guys, while the moderately good salesman could also grab a couple. But if you were new to the game, you'd have a pretty hard time making the sale. And finally, there were the easy consumers. They were extremely rare, but they were straight out buyers. They were already having issues with their providers and were considering on changing but never really got around to it. If you as a salesperson were to find these people, no matter how bad of a salesperson you were, you basically had a sale. All you had to do was not screw up the paperwork, and the chances of finding these was about 1 in 100. Now, the law of averages states that the likelihood of certain events evens out if the frequency is increased, which meant that if I spent an entire day bumping into only hard-nosed consumers, I was not to get discouraged, because if I kept on knocking, I would eventually bump into an easy consumer, and this was very often than not the case. There's even one particular day which I remember extremely vividly. I had just finished training, and I was finally out on the field on my own. I was in this humongous apartment complex with about 15 floors and over 300 doors. I spent 10 hours that day knocking on doors, getting yelled at left and right. In my head, I was thinking, law of averages my ass. It's all about the territory and the price of the product and the weather outside. You know what? I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to finish knocking on all the doors, and I'm going to show them that the law of averages is a hoax. And when I got to the very bottom of this 15-floor complex, the last 3 doors, guess what? Were all easy customers back to back. They were practically begging to be switched over. I remember going home that day baffled by the power of the law of averages, and over the years working there, it only became more and more ingrained into my mindset. Now, what does the law of averages have to do with you? You don't do sales. Well, no matter what your goal is, you're gonna bump into a large majority of hard rejections. A couple of indifferent rejections, ones that if you're skilled enough, you can win over. And once in a blue moon, you're gonna bump into some opportunities that are literally just waiting for you to show up at their doorsteps. Whether it be in regards to your dating life, getting a job, or even getting recognition for your creative work, the large majority of people are going to reject you. What you have to keep in mind is, the more times you take action, the more times you get rejected, the closer you are to finding those who are excited to actually work with you. So if you want a girlfriend, you gotta go out there and approach more women. If you want to get a decent job, all you have to do is apply to more places. And if you want to get recognized for whatever creative expression that you tinker in, all you gotta do is keep on creating. You have to keep in mind is, the more times you take action, the more times you get rejected, the closer you are to finding those who are excited to actually work with you.
Y'all hear that? That is what I want you to get. This is the main thing of the law of action, averages. And this is why 97% of people fail. This word right here, rejection. Most people cannot handle rejection, but rejection will make you rich. It's weird, it sucks. Most people cannot get rid of that rejection feeling. They feel so bad when people tell them no. So guess what? They lower their frequency. Okay, it says the more, this is a law. Let me tell you something about laws. Laws and principles are true and time tested. And he specifically said, even if you absolutely suck, there are certain type of people. He said the green person, they are rare, okay? But this person, even if you are the worst, if you can't sell, you can't do nothing. If you suck, you don't know what to say, you can fall over, break, do anything, and these people will sign up. And this is proof because I know this, because I know Diane, you can tell them testament of that. Diane has got her 3 people. She said she sucked at recruiting, she struggled at recruiting, and she said, I told her about the law of averages in a different way. I didn't call it the law of averages, but she said, I'm that type of person who probably gotta talk to like 100, 200 people before somebody says yes. Diane, can you give a testament to that, what I'm talking about? Where's she at? I don't know if she's still on here. I know exactly what he was talking about. I worked door to door. Yep, I used to do door to door too. That's why I am such a go-getter, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't gotta go knock on doors. I could just go in people's inboxes. Ooh, so I think what happens is, this is the thing, okay? If you haven't experienced something worse, right? You think that this is hard, or this is too much, or I don't know anybody, okay? But what I notice is the people who've been in the industry for a long time, who struggle and struggle and struggle, and they come upon this and they got this training, they got an amazing team, they are more grateful than the people who have never done it before, because they don't know what everybody else is doing is way harder. They don't have what to say. They don't have what to do. They don't have a group. They don't have an opportunity cost. They don't have all these tools that this team has put together for people to be successful. So they come in and they just like, oh, I just got to get rejected by all these people. But you don't, we show you how to turn strangers into leads. I don't think she's on here. Maybe she is. She was on here earlier. But she got her 3 people, y'all. She got her 3 people. And she said she can recruit to save her life. The same thing with Sherry. I'm looking at Sherry like, are you sure? Are you tricking me? Right? Are you sure this was your past? Because she's killing it right now. She's absolutely killing it. And then she has a team to back her up. That's probably one thing that she was missing in the past. She didn't have a team like this to back her up. Sometimes you need that backup for real. And you don't have to do this by yourself, right? So you have to ask yourself, look at what you are doing right now. Would you want a team of people doing what you are doing? Okay, that's the question you got to ask yourself. Would you want, even when you get your 3, or if you don't have your 3, look at your activity throughout the day. Would you want a team of people doing what you're doing? Or would you want a team doing what the people who are having success are doing? That is the question, okay? So if you see the key word, it says, if the frequency is increased. I'm gonna repeat that. The law of averages, it states, the law of averages is amazing. It means that you are guaranteed success. That's what I got out of it. I was like, wait, so I'm guaranteed success? If I do this, I'm going to test it. The same thing he did, I tested it because I was struggling. I was struggling so bad. I was struggling so bad, I had to pray for sign-ups. I'm like, Lord, please help somebody just sign up. Please help me just sign up 2 people a week. Please. That was my strategy. And post an ad at first. And then once I saw the law of averages, I was like, everything, when I started learning how to do it right, I started focusing on skills. And I started learning, I started to realize that everything that these successful people, to be honest, I wasn't doing none of that stuff. I was feeling salty every time they talk. I'm like, I'm not doing none of this stuff, right? So when I saw that lady pick up a book when I was struggling, she said, are you doing personal development? Let me see your calendar. I was feeling salty, man. They said, she brought out the book, Think and Grow Rich. She brought out How to Win Friends and Influence People. She brought these books out. And she said, what are you doing for personal development? Are you reading books? I was like, reading books? So I was like, okay, well, let me go search Think and Grow Rich. Let me go search How to Win Friends and Influence People. I was like, oh, these some good books. I wonder what other books that I need to be reading, right? And then they said, what does your calendar look like? And they pulled out their calendar and they had all these invitations scheduled out. Okay, I'm gonna do 25 this day, 25 this day. Okay, I got a meeting this day. We got an opportunity call this day. I'm looking like, man, my schedule don't look like that. I was like, man, my schedule don't look like that. I said, well, I guess I gotta do this stuff. And then I was watching them on a YouTube video. So thank God something registered in me. I said, well, I probably should do videos then, because I be seeing these people do videos all the time. I had to learn by myself, y'all. And it made me sad because I feel like I was doing it by myself. You know, my husband, he wasn't trying to hear none of what I was doing. So I was literally in a bubble by myself. Nobody would literally not train me, man. I would ask leaders for help. They would leave me on scene because I wasn't in the business with them. I didn't know I needed to be connected with, you know, the right leaders. When I signed up with people, they was the worst sponsors in the world, right? They didn't show me what I need to do. And if they did show me, they did give me some training, I would go over it real quick and not look at it for real. So at the end of the day, I had a combination of me not being coachable and a combination of getting bad sponsors, which is a devastating conversation. And combination, right? So you are pretty much literally deep down inside, you are literally have DNA inside of you that is absolutely perfect. You are literally connected to the high of the Most High. If you read it in the Bible, it says he created us like him in our spirit. So we have that inside of us. And when I realized we have that inside of us, I realized I can tap into that. I can ask that powerful spiritual part for help. And I would do that every day. And I said, I want less of me and I want more of this omnipresent perfectness, right? So I started to operate in the spirit, and then I started to do the physical work, okay? And that's how it works. It's mental, okay? In fact, it ain't faith, okay? I have team members that have never succeeded in ranking up over, right? Listen what Marie said. She said, I have team members that never succeeded in ranking up over and over. So Marie, do you want to get on real quick and say something? Because like I said, Marie is 2 people away from Bishop. That's $24,000. So Marie, if you could talk for a second.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Hey guys, thank you all for having me. This training is absolutely amazing. I just wanted to say like what Dominique has been talking about, and I've been talking to my team about just rinse and repeat. Please don't try to fix it. So like she said, we have this powerful group that you can add your prospects to. Always send them a message and just say, hey, join this group, you know, and let me know when you're done and I'll tag you. She was talking earlier, and I was actually talking to some people today, and I said, look, guys, do not try to explain this business opportunity because you don't know it. I'm still learning it, right? And you're going to get hung up and caught up. And Dominique knows I've gotten people that'll start messaging me all these questions. I'm like, I don't know how to answer these, but they've watched the video, so you know she'll.
You're breaking up.
Okay, sorry. So my point is that just follow the rinse and repeat schedule that 6 and 7 figures earners are doing. And that's all I've been doing is simply putting them in that group and tagging them. Sometimes I have to do a follow-up with them, but I was telling a girl today, I said, I'm not even joking. Like at least 7 out of 10 people come back and say, okay, where do I go? I'm ready. And I tell people, my team, I'm like, it's because Dominique has done such an amazing job with those videos. It's like our opportunity, or our whatever you were talking about earlier about the 3 fundamentals. But it's our place where they can go and hear lots of different things that you don't have time to explain to everybody. So I'm just super excited. And yes, I have had people on my team. I'm not going to call any names because I don't want to, you know, call anybody out. I don't want them to think that I think any less of them, but they know who they are because we talk about it. And I think nothing but wonderful things about them. But my point in that is saying that when I have started working online, I'm a lot like Dominique, and I've always built training groups, and you've got training files, and you want to teach them everything. You tell them how to work on, you know, what to do, even down to your own personal Facebook page. It's like, don't do this, do this. And I mean, I have the last group business I was in, I have 15 files, but if you'd follow all 15, then you would have massive success, right? It's just me trying to tell people what I'm doing to do and for you to do it. The problem is that people do not know how to sell. Dominique said, you are not a salesperson. Only very few people in this business know how to sell. That's why roughly, probably, I think it's like 96, 97% of the people fail. So yes, new team members that are hitting founder, ranking up, they're like, One girl said, I am crying right now. I am in tears. She has joined me in different businesses, but there was only so much I could do, you know? With this company and this team, we put people under each other. We can help. I can finally help people make money and change their lives. I've tried to help them do that through training, but then it's up to them to go out and do it. And then, of course, I think the number one reason people fail is they don't know how to explain the business opportunity. They get stuck in a conversation with someone and they can tell that they don't know what they're saying. You got to always know that, which is why you got to get them in our group, tag them in the videos so they can hear Dominique confidently explain this business opportunity. And literally most of them are coming back and saying, I'm ready. If they have a couple questions, I will say this again, like Dominique said, please message your sponsor. Please message me. If I'm not your sponsor, if I am, y'all better message me because you don't know how to answer. And if you start answering things, I promise they're going to end up opening up a whole ocean of questions for you. And you're going to be like, okay, I just lost that person because people want to join people that they feel like they know what they're doing. And it's okay not to know, but it's not okay to tell your prospects you don't know. So just don't get stuck in that situation. And Dominique has made it so simple with our prospect group to where there should be no reason why you're answering questions initially and no reason why you're answering them by yourself after they've watched the videos. It's okay to ask questions, but reach out to someone that knows what they're doing. And I promise I've done this with Dominique, and it's been so different because I've always kind of known how to work all the affiliate programs I was in, and this one is brand new to me. But I'm just doing exactly what she's told me to do. I mean, that's it. It doesn't matter if I've succeeded in the past. This is a whole new beast to me. I've never done this type of MLM and teams, but I watched her do it. She tells me what to do, and I follow the simple step by step. So y'all, please do that. I don't even know everything I've said, but I think it's probably more than what Dominique asked me about.
No,
so
you did good. Thank you for that. That is so true. Just being coachable. I had to be coachable with my mentors. Okay, so you have to be coachable. And I kept the same thing Marie said she went through. She had 15 steps of training to do. People did not follow it. It really mind boggled me. For me, sadly, and I got to the point where I was depressed because I have such a heart to help people. And when I know people can do something and they are settling and they are not stepping up to their true potential, and then I give them the steps, it absolutely broke my heart. And I couldn't take it. I had to get off of line for 3 months. I read a book called The Greatest Networker because I loved it. Love what I did. I love the helping people part. I love the making money part, especially. I'm like, oh, I get paid for that. Show people what to do. Okay. And it said in that book, it said, remember to have fun. If you are not making it fun, if you saying it's miserable talking to people, you saying I can't never do nothing right, you're going to struggle. Okay. So when I went to that event, I was like, well, how can new people get success? And it was the success triangle. You see, I've done this for a while now, so it's easy for me to sign people up. It's like $10,000, $20,000 a month. It's so easy to me at this point. And you need to start saying that. It's a piece of cake. It's easy for me because I have done over 7,000 hours of prospecting, of closing, of training. And most of you have not done that. You want to strive to be an expert. So it's very easy for me, but it's not easy for the new person. And most new people do not understand what to do and what to say. They try to explain it. They talk themselves out of sales. And I started saying, what are you saying? So I had a test group of people. And I said, tell me what you say. If I was a new person, what are you going to say? Okay. And then they was talking to me. We had these practice conversations. I was terrified to death. I was like, where did you get that from? I said, I never said for you to say that. Like, some people just was explaining the whole thing. And I'm just like, what? No. So you need the success triangle. And this is how anybody can get to $10,000 per month, like truly. And I've tested this over and over and over again. Okay. So the success triangle is you. Okay. So it starts off with you. You need to be growing yourself. You need to be becoming the person you need to be. You need to be positive, and you need to vibrate higher. You need to be doing your affirmation. You need to be following the steps that we teach. The next thing is you need to learn how to invite in a way that you're not explaining people, where you're piquing curiosity You need to do it in a confident manner, okay? So you inviting these people, right? So it's you, and then you got your program that you're doing, you got somewhere to send them, and you got your upline, okay? So if you have somebody who's a successful person, right? You want to know the secret? The secret is that people want to join people who they believe will take them to where they want to be. So if people are not signing up with you, they do not believe that you can take them to where they want to go. People honestly don't really join these businesses, to be honest. They join the people. They join the environment. They join the community. They're joining that, okay? So now you need to make a big connection for that person that we can take them to where they want to be. So if you don't really have that many skills, you better believe you better be reading icebreakers. You better believe you better be going through the invite scripts in the file section so you can know what you need to say without explaining everything. And you need to learn to edify and tell stories. That's what I teach new people. I'm like, tell stories, edify, don't explain nothing. Hey, we got people who make 7 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, earners, all in our community. They helping 5,000 families reach another 6 or 7 figures, and you could be one of them. This lady, if they are a younger person, you say, we got this person, they blah, blah, blah age, they've been in the business for this amount of time, and they're doing amazing. Okay, if they're an older person, hey, we got this lady named blah, 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 this guy named blah, blah, blah. He's about your age, you remind me of him, and he's absolutely doing amazing. If the video is super short, do you want to watch it? It's probably not for you, but do you want to watch it? And now you don't got to be saucy because you're like, it might not be for you. Now you're telling the story, you're inviting, boom, boom, boom. I got this quick group, join this group. Okay, did you join the group? Did you join the group? Go join the group. Okay, boom, you did that. Now they're in a group. Now, if you're really, really bad at closing, what you need to do is say, hey, I can actually add you to a chat with this person really quick and get your question answered. They usually gonna say yes. I haven't seen no people really be like, nah, I don't want to join this group with this successful person. Add them to the group. Close. Get them closed. Okay? Get them closed. That's the fastest way for a brand new person, because most people, if you're brand new, most people don't think that you even serious, number one, and then they probably think you don't know what you're talking about, right? That's in their mind. They're like, okay, is this person having success? And then some people gonna say, well, how much have you made, right? In order to get through that, right, and you got the upline who actually is making money, you say, hey, they're in the training right now, and we're training them. This is my results in the past. This was my results so far. This another person doing this. Now they like, okay. Now they have connected you with success. Now they have connected you with their dreams. Now they have connected you and your upline or whatever case may be, or the video, with them being able to go to the next level. That's really what people are looking for. They're looking to go from where they are to where they want to be. Okay. Does that make sense so far? So everybody got that? I want y'all to really, really get that, because everybody needs to be doing the same thing. There's people who question me all the time. They're like, well, I've been doing this and this. I'm like, you're not following what we're doing. You're doing something else, honey. So I don't know what to say to you. Why are you not doing it the way everybody else is doing? And if you have been adding people to the group, they're not joining, you need to ask yourself, okay, did I tag them in a group? Did I say too much? What am I saying? Okay. Do I need to add them to a chat? Am I talking to people who may have some type of skills, may have some type of influence, or am I only going after people who don't even have the money to join? Okay. If you constantly getting people who saying I don't have the money to join, number one, I always tell people, write an affirmation. If you constantly get in the same problem, that means you're attracting that. I mean, your vibration is emotionally connected to that, okay? That means you need to get out of that funk. So I always tell people, make an affirmation. Every time you reach a new rank, you need to make an affirmation for your next rank. You keep getting people who don't have the money to join, you need to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm attracting so many people who have $99 to join my business in Pradera today. And say it every day and feel it and imagine people just popping up out of nowhere. And I guarantee you, they're going to start popping out of nowhere. When you get to the rank of founder, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have reached the rank of knight on this date. Okay? When you hit the next rank. And I want to tell you, once y'all hit these ranks, that is the time to go harder. Most people, they hit the rank, they're like, oh yeah, celebrate, I'm about to chill out. Oh, okay, I'm in the next rank. And then they chill out, and then now their team is just by themselves now. They just chilling. No. This is the time for you to go harder. If you really want to get that 100K per month, every time you get a rank, you gotta. That's the momentum now. It's like, okay, I need to crank it up. You think I stopped when I hit Duchess? No, honey, no, I went harder. I'm like, okay, I'm about to crank it up. I'm doing an opportunity call. Aaron, make these flyers. We got to get these opportunity calls rolling. Okay, when are we going to do these motivational calls? Everybody needs to be motivated. Everybody needs to be on personal development. We need to do a Super Saturday. We are moving. We doing work. We working. And that's what it takes. And people out there, they telling y'all these lies. And now people come in, they think they just come in, do nothing, not follow nothing, not show up to nothing, and then just make millions of dollars. That's just disrespecting the law, right? So I just want to say I'm super proud of you, Diane, because I know what you've been through. You've messaged me plenty of times. She's like, I'm trying to get these people. They don't want to listen to me, right? She kept showing up, y'all. She be on these trainings. She showed up to the boot camp. She watched the recordings, right? She just kept showing up, even when it looked like she would never get anybody. And now she got three people by herself. Now, I did put some people on her, but she got 3 on her own too, right? She was like, man, okay, well, this person quit, and I feel like I'm going 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's compounding. I promise you, Diane, if you keep doing what you're doing, you keep working on yourself, you do your affirmations, you keep doing better, we're going to look up 30 to 90 days from now, and you're going to probably be crying saying, I almost gave up. People be giving up too fast. Their skills is not right. If you give up on this and you go to another opportunity, you're going to take your same self, your same skill set to the next thing, right? And that's how it works. So it's so important. Let me pull this back up. That you follow the system. Anybody on here think that anything that I said is too hard? Nothing that I have said is too hard. I'm literally telling you to copy, paste, type a message, add people to a group, send them to the group, type a message, add people to a group, send people to a group, over and over and over. Increase your frequency without fear of rejection. I just told you the law of numbers. He went through that building. He knocked on 100 doors. You're not outside. You on the phone, typing the same message. You mean to tell me I could do that all the way to $100,000 a month, right? And then work on myself, and as I get better, I step up in my leadership, train my team, and practice. You out of your mind to think that that's hard work. That's not hard. Yeah, I say I'm working my butt off, but really, and when I think about it, I'm like, I'm not even doing nothing. I'm like, I need to go harder. I'm slacking. That's what I'm like, how can I go better? I'm like, I know I can do more than this. That's my mindset. Okay. So you got those 4, things, right? Everybody got that. So everybody know the income producer activities. Everybody know what they need to be doing. Okay. And there's more that I want to tell you, but I don't want to take too long. Anybody want to come on and say something? Anybody want to come on and say something? Or give somebody some advice?
Hey, Dominic.
Hey,
Hey, team. How you? I hope everybody's doing great tonight. I got a couple things. One about giving up. Don't give up. Please don't. What happened to me this week, actually, I had one that was due a payment, but decided not to, so that took me back out of rank. But because I kept on doing the work, that same day I just happened to have another sign up one came on board. So you can't give up. And if somebody decides to join you and then they say, no, it ain't for me, that's okay. Just go on to the next one. It'll be okay. Also, as a leader, please, when you bring people in, you have to teach them. You can't just bring them in and say, oh, they're a number, I made my rank, now I'm not going to really do nothing with them. Because this week I've had a lot of people in my inbox ask me questions, and I don't mind. I don't mind at all because I'm helping them. And then after we get done, I say, well, have you tried to talk to your sponsor? And they say, I can't get in touch with my sponsor. Please don't leave your people out there hanging like that, because that's the perfect way to lose them. And I think that's it. But this is a great opportunity, and just do all the training, get plugged in, and you're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that, and congratulations to you. Yes. Y'all, we can do this. Y'all can do this. Understand that the more you work on yourself, the better you get at these skills, and the more frequency that you do it, the better you get, the better your results. Okay. When I made my first 6 figures, it literally came out of nowhere. I just kept on working on myself, kept on practicing. Then I just bust out of nowhere and made 6 figures. Years ago, what was this? 4 years ago, something like 3 or 4 years ago. I forget. I lose track. And it was all because I focused on getting the right skills, learning how to do attraction marketing, learning what was an income producing activity, keep on talking to people. And what I realized, the more people I talk to, the more I realized what make a person join. I would literally switch what I was saying a little bit, test it to see what worked. And I realized that people are very, very results driven. So I realized when I was messaging people and I mentioned like a story of somebody's success, or I sent like a screenshot of some success, I realized more people did the things that I needed them to do, like watch the video and sign up. And I got to the point where I realized if I just mastered really being good at inviting people and knowing what to really post to get attention, and then I get them in front of a good video, a person who can really do a good video, find the best video, find the best presentation, man, it's a wrap. And then I just follow up and ask the closing question, would you like to get started today? How many times are you asking people, would you like to get started today? I need you to start tracking that. It's called the closing question. And I learned that if you could ask the closing question 100 times in a month, you will make $10,000. Okay? That's what I learned. Once you practice. Now, some of you it may be 200, some of you may be 300. I don't know your number, depending on your skill set, depending on the amount of times that you actually did this. But that's what I realized. Okay, would you like to get started today? After you've invited them, after they saw the video, after you followed up and said, what do you like best? Okay, would you like to get started today? If you ask it 100 times in a month, watch your business blow up. If you got everybody on your team doing the same thing, the funnel that I just told you about, I'm telling you, it's no turning back. All right, it's no turning back. Some of you are going to have organizations that's growing at 20 people, 40 people, 50 people, 100 people a day without you even having to be there, really, besides train. But in the beginning, you got to build that up. You got to build that up, okay? So anybody have any questions while I'm on here? Ty, did you want to say something? You raised your hand.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I just want to let everybody know while they're on this. If y'all need any help or anybody got any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Like I said, I'm up pretty much all night with this stuff. So if everybody pretty much start settling down. If you got a question late, just hit me up. I'm pretty much up if y'all need any help or anything, because that's what I love about this. We all here to help each other. So anybody needs some help, just let me know. And also keep following the training. I just want to touch up real quick. What Dominique is saying is all the way on point, because Dominique is tell you about a year or so ago, we was talking about how I wanted to leave my job and how I want to get how I want to become successful, become a better leader in this, and that's already come to fruition, because it all started off, like you said, with affirmations and writing it down. So definitely keep track with the trainings, and like you said, guys, you guys will be successful if you just follow the simple steps. It's real simple. I think we make it way harder than it has to be.
Yes, yes. Congratulations on you quitting your job, y'all. When I met Ty, I had known him for a while, but we really started working together last year, and he was able to quit his job, right? He was able to quit his job. So you can do anything you set your mind to. He was struggling at first. And as we was working together, he found a lot of missing pieces that he wasn't doing. He wasn't doing, right? And it's crazy how I could tell people freaking do affirmations and they skip it. It's like I never even said it, literally. And they say, I'll do it later, or they're like, well, I probably don't have to do that part. Do you realize that when you speak and when you feel something and you do affirmation, that is what make you get your success faster than you trying to do something else? Some of you are gonna add people to the group, You're not gonna do no affirmations. You're not gonna write your goal. You're not gonna look at your goal every day. You're gonna be like, well, nobody wanna sign up with me because you're not following the strategy. You're skipping stuff. You doing what you want to do, right? I'm just saying, you can't skip the main part, writing it down. So what is your goal, y'all? I want you to type in the chat. I always ask people, what is your goal? What is your affirmation for now? What is your affirmation, whether you want to hit the next rank or you want to hit a certain goal? What is your affirmation? I want to know, what is your affirmation? Okay, RAC Rack said getting 3 people. Lisa says founder within 7 days. Who else? What is your affirmation? Lizzie said quit my job. Travis says Noble by or before the 20th. Boom. I will be queen in 6 months. I know that's right. Hey, I am queen. Shoot. I am a multi-millionaire to become a leader that creates other leaders. Yes. So now you, oh, there we go. Class says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a king in 90 days. Boom. That's how you write an affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am blank, blank, blank on or before date. That is how you write an affirmation. So it's a lot of y'all new people. We've had this mini little affirmation training in the past, but you have to write your affirmation down tonight. If you don't have it down tonight, you are basically telling your subconscious mind that it's the boss. You're basically skipping steps, okay? So you need to write it tonight. Now, if you got a pen and paper, you can write it down. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? Write it down right now. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am whatever rank it is, okay? On whatever the date is. On or before. I say on or before now. I started adding on or before. I like that because when I went to hit Duchess, I said I'm so happy and grateful now that I am Duchess rank in Tradera on February 14th, Valentine's Day, y'all. I said Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2020. Woohoo! And I will say that. I will manifest that. I said I'm so happy and grateful now that I attract leaders in my business. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have 2 to 3 people in my legs, and each of my legs who can go, knight, bishop, noble, duchess, all that, legend, etc. I will say that stuff because I know that's what it takes. And you see how all these people ranking up? You see these people, everybody's ranking up like crazy, like out of control. I'm just like, what the world? So that's how it is. That's how it works. That's how it works, y'all. So you need the goal, right? A written down goal I call them an affirmation. A written down goal. That's intention. When you make an affirmation for something, you have a goal. You make an affirmation for something in the present tense, and you write it down. You have now created an intention. An intention is something that you are not trying for. Eliminate try out of your vocabulary. Try is a useless word. Intention is done. Right? Once you have that goal, now you need the strategy. Some people have goals, they don't write them down, and they don't have a strategy. Matter of fact, their strategy is crazy. It's just be like, well, I'm gonna try this, and then I'm gonna try that. It's not a real strategy. What is my strategy? Okay? My daily method of affirmation is to do my morning routine. I'm doing my affirmations. I'm doing my prayer. I'm reading. What else? I listen to my peak performance audio that I have. Man, that's my morning routine. I say what I'm grateful for. I say 5 things that I'm grateful for every day. Okay. Then my DMO. I'm inviting at least 25 or more people to information. I'm doing the income producer activities. Okay. Now I did the invites. I need to go follow up with some people from yesterday. If you don't know nobody, you need to be adding new friends and making new friends. You have to add that too. But I got 5,000 friends because I have been adding friends for the longest. Right. And then I do my invites. I do my follow-ups. I'm going through my income producer activities first. Now I'm saying, okay, opportunity call. I just told you the list. Today is not my opportunity call day, but I'm going to add those Monday through Friday probably or something. So I replace it. I'm like, come do a Facebook Live. If it's no opportunity call going on, I'm either going to do it that day. I'm going to do it sometime this week, okay? Or I'm going to go live in that Forex and Fun group and start closing some people. Y'all think that I just go live in that Forex Fun group for no reason? No, I'm about to close some people. Every time I go live in there, people getting closed, okay? It's a funnel. It's a three-way magic funnel, okay? So my other income due, so I got my invites, my follow-ups, I did my affirmations. All right, what was the other step, y'all? The retention tool and the home meetings. Right now, I don't have that in place, but I got the team trainings where I'm showing y'all what to do and I'm motivating y'all and I'm helping y'all, right? Boom, but I'm gonna add a real one. Okay, so if you don't have some of that stuff on the list, you have mandatory inviting, adding people to the group, follow-ups, okay? Do a Facebook Live if you can, good stuff, or do your posts. I did the main income producers activity. Now let's go to the B activities, okay? I get my main ones out the way so I can get paid. Production. Now I got the B producing activity. So I'm on my wall, I'm posting motivation, lifestyle, results of the team, blah, 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 right? And then what else is a B income producing activity? I might email my list, get them a story or some results or some value. I may make a YouTube video. What else do I do? Responding to messages. Now the team is growing so fast. I got messages from team members. I got messages from people who want to join. At this point, I'm posting and I'm sending people information all the time. So every day people sign up with me. I probably bring in at least 20 plus people a week at this point. But I'm going to keep on doing that. So because I'm setting the tone. I'm not asking nobody to do anything I'm not willing to do. And I got to set the tone. I'm not about to have nobody looking at me saying, well, she's trying to get us to do all this stuff, but she ain't doing nothing. Ain't no way. People going to look at me like, dang, she doing all that. I need to step my game up, right? That's how you want your team to look at you, okay? Because your team is going to do probably 20% of what you do. So if you ain't doing nothing, your team definitely ain't going to do nothing, right? So you need to start modeling above average people. If you try to model the average person or you try to do the average, then you're going to get probably either no results or very low results. That's what I've noticed, okay? If you try to model excellence and high achievers, you're going to get good results, above average results, or decent results. If you try to model average people doing the average, you're probably going to get no results or very low results, unless you practice and until you get better. I'm just telling you that. All right, so Sherry said, I sent you a paper field that says I am born to be a six-figure earner. I'm not a recruiter. Sherry, you probably need to stop saying I'm not a recruiter because I want you, because you actually a beast at it. Most people don't like saying it. But maybe make up another name for that because I don't want you to manifest nobody never joining you. Because if you keep saying I'm not a recruiter, something gonna happen where people just not gonna join you no more. You're gonna be like, what happened? So I don't want you to say that. But Mama, that's my birthday, so I have to get to work. 10K a month in 30 days. Yes. To continue to learn so I can direct others. I'm about to get real. If I pop in your inbox, disregard. So I've been grateful that my people are 3 and free by March 30th. Boom. Have a goal to hit thunder by 2/19. Yes, but my big affirmation is I'm so happy and grateful that I ranked up to the queen and I am by my birthday. Boom, boom, boom. I got you. Yes, Clyde, go ahead. Clyde and Cash Queen.
Hey, sis. How you doing?
Yes.
Hey,
good.
Hey, I want to be real brief. Make sure everybody continues to get on the training calls, but do not neglect the training in the back office as far as learning Forex. Mm-hmm. I promise you, because if you're a product of the product, you'll be able to explain when people do, because you're going to follow the laws and the principles that Dominique and Aaron has for you. It's going to work. People are going to join you. But also, if you're a product of the product and you're getting results with the education that nobody can take away from you, people are going to they're going to knock people over to get to you because they're going to see that you're consistent and you're putting into practice what you're learning. And I know Dominique talked about, plugging into the training in their back office as well. But I cannot emphasize enough to everybody that knows me, that don't know me. I've been trading for some years and I'm able to work from home because of Forex. And so I plugged in again because I already know that the team, anything that I get involved with Dominique and Aaron, I'm winning. Like there hasn't been anything that I've ever got into it with Dominique and Aaron and I didn't win, because they understand the principles and being a product of the product, and they practice what they preach. So any type of opportunity or anything that they have that they share with you, make sure you guys take the time, follow the blueprint, and you will be successful. I promise you. I made thousands of dollars because of them. I'm telling you guys. So that's all I got to say. Love y'all.
Yes, I'm so glad you said that, because that is so important. You do have to be a product of the product. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. If you don't fall in love with the product, it's gonna be hard for you. You gotta fall in love with the product, you gotta fall in love with the company, you have to fall in love with the community. It has to go from your head to your heart. And when you do that, you become passionate and people can honestly feel your energy. Okay? So every like 10 minutes, 30 minutes a day, start going through the training, because the product is the bomb. And that's why I'm so fired up, because I know that product is the bomb. I know I've used the product, okay? And you may use it and you may be a little confused, but still keep practicing, keep using it, and join the live session. So you do have to be a product of the product. Use your product, okay? So you can say, okay, I learned this today, blah, blah, blah. Cash Queen wants to go. You can go ahead.
Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Penny.
Hey.
I just wanted to share a couple of quick little things that have actually happened to me, and they've turned out to really work in my favor. Okay, people on not necessarily my team, but Sherry, Teresa, Dominique. I mean, you guys know I'm like maybe not huge leader material, but I'm leader material. And I was talking to one gal, and she's on my team. She's on my first leg. And she wanted to get on the phone with me after she joined and tell me her why. And her story really touched me. And her why, I told her, I said, your why has now become my why. And she actually started talking to people. She said she calls them wildfires, and they're like builders. And so she's a hawker and she's going after them. And what she's done already is she's starting to throw some people in the chat, and she put me in there. And I thought, well, she respects me enough as leader, and she hasn't got very many of them in there yet. But I thought, geez, that's just going to be perfect. I can get Dominique in there and she can start closing. And then I had another fella, he said, well, I really can't, build teams and stuff like that. He said, but I know somebody that will. He said, and this guy wanted to talk to me on the phone. Now we're in a different something together. And he was telling me about Dr. J, and he said, what should I tell Dr. J? And I said, have you watched the video yet? And he said, no, I haven't, and this and that. And I said, did you get the tag? I tagged you in the group. He said, no, I didn't get the notification. And I said, okay. So I sent him the video right in his inbox, and I said, you and Dr. J sit down and watch the video, and then get back to me when you've got some questions, and then I'm going to get Dominique in there. And that's the way to do it, because now he's just helped me do some work. Both of you sit down and watch the video. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So
yes. So like I said, if you don't know if you're not good at maybe building whatever, it will be smart of you to, invite a few people who do. That's the key. I've seen people who struggled, but they went after some people who are way better at it than them, right? And they kept on doing it. Eventually, they started bringing in bees. I've seen people make 6 figures doing that, because the law of averages. What if you only talk to people who are quality people?
Right.
Powerful. What if you talk to 100 leaders? Oh my gosh. And just one of them joined. And then you did it again. And then you put them in your second leg. And you did it again. You put them in your third leg. They will grow your business. And that is how, MLM works, and that's what I was sharing with Marie when she first joined, because she didn't know how MLM works. She didn't really get it. She was in affiliate marketing. I actually had sworn off of MLM myself because I was like, oh my gosh, this takes too much work. I'm getting a little money, blah, 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 because I didn't get it. No, I was ignorant. But I realized that when you have leverage, and MLM gives you leverage, it allows you to be able to build leaders. And when people become a leader, you change their life, okay? You change their life. So, Penny, you are huge leadership material. You are killing it. Shoot.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. Ty, did you want to say something? I see you raising your hand.
Yeah, I just want you, and can you touch up real quick? I know it's in the training, but touch up real quick on having your Facebook profile right. Just a quick, because I see a lot of people come in, they have a whole bunch of stuff on their Facebook.
Oh my gosh, let me help you. Let me help you real quick. Hold on. Let me go to Facebook real quick. I'll do a quick Facebook stuff, and then we gonna, oops, I exit out the wrong thing. Oh well. I'm in the wrong tab. Let me go to Facebook. All right, so hold on, let me take this off of here. Let's go first. Oh, Vivian, congratulations. Vivian just did her first offline event. Oh my gosh, go ahead. She had a meeting. That's what's up. Okay, let me go share. Okay, let me share. So the group, somebody asked, which group do we tag people in? Like I said, everybody doing the same thing. This is the prospect group. I'm gonna say that real quick. If you have not brought in people yet, I'll guarantee I will not see your name comment on nobody's pin post. Okay, so let me see. Right here. Right here. You send them this group link. All right, after you invite them, you can also add them right here. I invite them in here, right here. Type their name, invite. And I also, you can see when you type their name, you can click their name. Like I just click her name, I just add person here. She already in the group, but it would have added her, and I'm also sending them the link. All right, after I do that, I'm gonna tag them in this post right here with these videos. Welcome winners, tagging them. I'm saying, I'm just gonna use Marie like I used earlier. Marie Fallow, click enter, watch these videos, look around group, and get back to me ASAP. Let's make 2020 great. Something like that. Boom. Oops. Well, don't mess up like me. I'll be having all type of errors. I tell you, you don't have to be that smart to even do this, like, because my grammar sometimes is not even all the way. I'm not giving that advice. Make sure you look at your stuff, but I'll be moving so fast and I still make a lot of money. So you don't have to be perfect. Don't think you got to know everything. I'm just saying. Yeah, so you do that. And you should be tagging, the minimum I say 2 people a day. I think everybody can do that. Nobody is too busy to invite 2 people a day, follow up with 2 people a day. The medium intermediates are doing 10 a day, right? If you want to make 6 figures, guaranteed 25 a day, 3 to 5 days a week. Because that was my number. When I made my first 6 figures, I said, I'm not going to sleep until I have 25 people invited, and I'm making sure they watch this information. 25 people. That was my number. I did that for 12 months straight. 12 months straight. And I made my first 6 figures. Okay? I'm just saying. Within 90 days, I was at $10,000 per month. Okay? 25 people a day. I said, I'm going to do what most people have not done in their business in a year. Okay? So now I have compressed time. So let me get to Facebook real quick so y'all get that. All right? Like I said, if I tell everybody to stand up, squat, okay? If you stand up right now and then you squat, right? And then I say, hold it. Hold it. Hold it there. How many of y'all gonna be like, ooh, 10 seconds go by, you like tired. Some of y'all gonna pop up like, oh, this too much, right? That's how some of y'all move in the businesses. That's what you're doing when you're in the business. You're squatting and you're holding yourself there. right? But what if you say, okay, if you do, let's just say you do 10 people a day for a whole month, 5 days a week. That's 50 people a week. That's 200 people a month. Versus the person who do 2 people a day, 5 days a week. They doing 10 people a week. That's 40 people a month. 40 versus 200. And these people do it for 90 days. Oh my gosh, the results are unimaginable. And that's why I get success fast. I move fast. I'm going through the numbers fast. So anyway, you want to have a nice profile picture, okay? Just smiling right here. Make sure it's smiling, it looks nice. And then you have a back picture. You go on Fiverr and get this done. Okay, my husband did this for me. He got to change it. I'm about to upgrade my stuff. I'm about to go get pictures professionally done. And I'm also going to get my profile professionally done. But when I first started, I literally went on Google. I typed up beautiful vacations, luxury vacations, and my back picture was a ocean scene. Let me go to my photos. Let's see if cover photos is on here. Where's the cover photos? This was nice. We did an event last year. It was so awesome. We're gonna do this. We was in a mansion, y'all, for 3 days. I took the team to a mansion, 3 days, straight value. We had guest speakers, 6 and 7 figure earners talking. We had a ball. It was so fun. This us right here. We gotta do this. We was in what was we at? Was we in Vegas? Yep, we was in Vegas in a mansion. We went to luxury place. Oh, we just had so much fun. And we was teaching people. Karma was there. She's here now. Misty was there. Who else was there? Cindy just joined this business. There go Karma right there. We was in that thing. And there was some people over here too. It was just us. There go Reba, Janice, Janice actually went on to start her own company. They go Antarion, y'all know Antarion, he's a 6-figure earner too. Kalea, there go Kalea right there. She's here now. We was here, we was learning. It was powerful. And we're gonna do stuff like that. I wanna go on a cruise. I'm looking for my cover photos. I wanna show you my cover photos back in the day. Let's see.
Let me know when the cruise is, Damo. Me and my wife was just talking about it.
I sure will. I will. We gotta do stuff like that. This is another back in the day cover photo that I had. I had this. I just went on Google and started searching that stuff. I had this. This is cute. My husband made this little logo that said Coach Barbie. Okay, I'm going back in the day, y'all. 2017. That was my cover photo. It's something nice that catch people's attention. Back here, let me show you. Where is the one when I first, this one. I think it was this one. Let me go back one more. It was not that one. This one. When I first was like, okay, I got to get something exotic. I did this one and I got 51 likes. This was 2015, y'all, before I made my first 6 figures. And I barely had any engagement usually on my page, and I had got 51 likes on here. I was like, oh, I got 51 engagements. And all I did was change my cover photo to something really nice. I didn't have the money to really go. I didn't know about getting stuff really branded. So if you're brand new, you can go get something that you like, that you think is beautiful. Because if it attracts you, it attracts other people. I had that. Basic stuff. This one, I really like this one, 79. So yeah, so go get you a nice cover photo. Don't have a random cover photo, then you have a picture of you smiling, okay? Now let me go to my page. Remember, people want to join leaders, okay? This is your money right here, your friends. So that's why I say nobody can tell me they don't know nobody. That's impossible. Your friends, okay? And then you want to go into, you may be in some old company groups that you were in, or work from home groups. Those are all people who you can talk to. These are people who understand network marketing. So anyway, so I got this post right here. Just speaking life into people. That is just value, giving value to people. Then I got my lives. I do the same formula, right? I'm giving value, right? Let me go down. So when I do this video, number one, hold on, don't say nothing crazy, whoever this is. Great. Okay, you say nothing crazy. Okay. So I'm giving value. So now people see me as a leader. You can watch my video, take some notes, and then do the same video. You don't gotta make this hard, y'all. Some of y'all just overthink it. Okay, now when people come to my, well, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want people to come to my page and instantly know that I'm some type of leader, something. They're thinking like, who is this lady? You need to get that same effect, because if you're posting in groups, people, the first thing people do is go to your page, right? And I put Happy Valentine's Day. I put up results. He's making $20,000 a month. Peak performance. Okay, so this is a peak performance post. Do you understand what you can accomplish when you could plan with your potential? These are leads to me. If they're not on the team, I'm messaging them. You think I'm not? Thank you for commenting on my post. How's your day? What have you been up to? I know you're busy, you know, but I got this free group that, you know, I can add you to, where there's people making 6 and 7 figures, and they helping people, 5,000 families do the same. Do you want me to add you to it? It's free information. I'm luring them. I got 90 people I need to message. Okay, this is a leadership attractor post. Mark my words, I'm about to flip $99 into, you can post the same thing, y'all. I don't care. Mark my words, I'm about to flip this little $99 into 1.2 million. Why did I post this? Because it's like, what? Number one, I said little $99, that's making people think, well, I got a little $99, I can find $99. And then I'm saying into 1.2 million, they thinking leaders especially is looking like, wait, hold up, 1.2 million, my opportunity costs $1,000, right? And then I'm saying you should be in my inbox, top position available. This is a very curiosity post mixed with I'm attracting leaders, I'm attracting regular people, and it's a I'm getting it done post. Okay, so I want to attract people on that same frequency. Okay, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, so I got 140 people. I need some. These are leads. Likes and comments are leads, y'all. You don't have to wait for people to respond. Your friends are leads. Why are you waiting for people to respond to your posts? That's what some of y'all doing. See, a quick testimonial, quick story. People love seeing stories like this, right? Okay, so that's the basics of it. I'm not doing nothing special. I'm just posting the same type. Curiosity posts, testimonials, results. I'm doing, what's the word? Personal development. I'm doing leadership posts. And then I need to add some posts of, you know, lifestyle when we go out to eat and stuff like that. I need to add more stuff like that, but I haven't been nowhere. I've been freaking grinding at home. So that's the basics. And this is way important. This is so important. This is you have one chance to make a first impression. And when people come to your page, that's their impression. If they come in here, you negative, you crappy, they're going to be like, ugh. Right? So that's the basics of that. I got a full training in the training group, but I just wanted to go over there real quick. Ty, is that what you wanted me to do, Ty, real quick? Oh, Ty, yeah, Ty was there too at the Vegas event. Oh my gosh, man. We had so much fun.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do.
Okay, good. Yes, we had a freaking blast, and that's the type of stuff that I want to do with you all. It's more than just a program. I don't treat this like a program. I treat this as a legacy. I treat this as an impact. Man, and you have to do the same thing. Okay? So, anybody got any last questions before we get out of here? Thanks, Travis. Shout out to Travis for hitting night. Hey! That is what's up. Okay, I don't think we got any questions. I think y'all got it. What's the last? What's everybody know what to do? I'm gonna when will this be available? Christine X. I will upload it. Take a while on my computer to upload, so it'll probably be uploading in a few hours, maybe a couple hours to a few hours. I just want to make sure one more time everybody know what to do, and everybody know what that group is, because that's your money. If you don't know what a group is, then we can't help you, man. We don't know what to tell you. We only know the same strategy. We all doing the same thing. Okay, we got our affirmations. We got ourselves together. Okay, we got boot camp coming up next week. like I said, I need everybody to get the foundation because I cannot go forward to the next level training, which I'm going to give you, if you don't have this basic. If you're not following the basic stuff that I tell you, it's no way that I can tell you the next level because you're going to be overwhelmed and absolutely confused. Okay? So I love you all. Have a great night. I will talk to y'all later. Hey, okay. Have a great day. Let's rank up. You got till Sunday to rank up before Monday to get your rank up check. Okay? All right. Have a good one. Bye.